going 2000.
Country Grammar.
Oh no, Country Grammar was 2000.
2000.
But this album, I'm gonna say was 2004.
Yeah, 4 or 5 is what I'm thinking. I think
2004.
4 because I feel like I was like in high school when it popped off. 5 I was out or in and out. But.
Yeah.
I was set. I don't remember when I was in high school.
Yeah. Hey, turn the YouTube down a little bit. Let's just.
Wish death upon me. And then look up what year this came out. Have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart went cold.
Have mercy on many men.
many.
Yeah, what year, Joe?
Back.
What'd you say, Randy?
I think it's 2000.
I think 3.
3?
Is grammar or what are we talking about?
No,
This Get Rich or Die Trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying, I think came out 2004.
I think so too. I'm gonna say 5 just to have a different answer,
Yeah.
but 4 was what was I
Nelly
thinking.
was like 2000, 2001. Same time as like Back That Ass Up and shit.
I want to say grammar.
That was
when I first said
99.
it was 22.
2000.
2002.
Country Grammar?
1000.
Yeah, Country Grammar was
Back
probably
that
like,
thing
I think it was 2000. What year you got?
2-3.
2-3? All right, go ahead.
2003.
2003.
Damn.
Let's go. Late 2003?
Let's get specific.
Then
Hey, I was close though, right?
Then
I was
November
close, though,
came.
right? I said
Fuck,
January
yeah.
2004.
I don't know, man.
Big Gib, what's happening, baby?
Nothing, man. Same
I
old,
don't,
same
I don't
old.
see you enough in life, man. If
I
you don't know
don't
who
get
this guy
around
is,
much.
if you don't know who this guy is, sorry for you, man. This guy's full of wonders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This guy's full of wonders.
I'm still
dude.
wondering.
Yeah, you're still
honestly.
wondering?
Yeah.
dude. We were talking about stories earlier, but I didn't even think about this one. But y'all remember we used to go floating down the river and shit?
I was going to say that.
So like, I remember this one time, like we took you gotta take the floats and blow them up there and all that shit,
Yeah.
and like we had a gang of people. So like, Randy shows up with like the tractor trailer tire inner tube, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
It's the best
already
Thought that's what we came to
ready
do.
to
That's
We're
go.
supposed to. We floating.
His shit's ready to go, you know, like he's not playing. Everybody else is like for 30, 45 minutes blowing up
Yeah. pump
30
it.
floats with 2
I
pumps.
did it with a foot pump thing.
Yeah, so then he's got his fishing pole like he always does. He had like this little mini one, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he could sit on his shit. But the funniest thing was we get there and the girl, like people were talking about water moccasins, like the snakes, like I don't just worry about, you know, like girl talking shit.
Yeah.
He just pulls a baby moccasin. He hooks it with his little baby pole, pulls out. He's like, "You mean one of these?" We ain't even got in the fucking river yet.
But the story goes on, because I was there, the story goes on. We get not even 5-10 minutes down the river, and he pulled another one out. He pulled it out, like, hey, it's a big motherfucker. Dude, I
We
found
caught a
snake,
bunch of them
dude.
floating, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you dude.
I can't remember if it was Bam Bam or Johnny. Which one of them climbed up the damn tree in the tree?
It was me and Johnny, and I fell
And it
out
snapped.
of
One of them
it.
snapped.
I fell out
that
of
was
it.
you?
Yeah.
That was right there where we were
Dude,
grilling hot dogs and hamburgers
yeah,
at the island.
I thought I broke my arm. It was because somebody
You
threw
should've broke your arm.
Somebody threw a beer can at us, is what it was.
Uh-huh.
Me and Johnny was going. There was like a tire swing or something, right? And we was like climbing out to it, and somebody threw a beer can. It didn't hit me, but it like made me do one of these. And when I did,
Yeah.
That was a good time,
and then I landed in the water like this deep, dude.
Yeah.
It was like straight falling out of the damn sky.
It was that
Like,
same
oh.
beach. Another snake story with fucking like a
Yeah.
6-foot water snake
Yeah, dude.
starts swimming across the shit. Randy dives off the beach, swims across, goes to the other bank, chases it down, and then like swims back one-handed with the snake just flailing in.
That was at the
his arms and
beach.
shit. That
Yeah.
was at the beach.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Threw it up on the land and shit, but
Mm-hmm.
my wife hates snakes, dude. I remember she remembers that day too. She was there. She's like, that motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't like going in his bedroom. This motherfucker. You still got Henry?
No,
Henry?
he died.
He
Fred
died. Fred, that was
died.
his name.
17 years.
17 years
Damn.
old. Dude. We talk about it. Can we say?
rattlesnake?
Can we say? He's
Yeah.
dead now, right?
Oh, he
Fuck
did.
it.
Yeah, he
This
gone.
motherfucker had a full-grown rattlesnake in his fucking house, dude. I couldn't believe
Mm-hmm.
that shit.
17 years.
I
Dad
could-
still got him.
no.
We don't know if we going to skin him or mount him. I want to mount him whole.
I slept over there a few fucking times to when we be going to like when Clemson was one of the times, like anytime we was going on a road trip stayed the night over there, I couldn't sleep, bro.
Nah,
Just
hell
thinking
no.
about that motherfucker.
Motherfucking death is in the corner
Nah,
right
man,
now, dude.
he ain't gonna bite you but one time. What you scared of?
Yeah.
That one
That
time.
yeah.
We was there doing his catching that one time. And I was like, man, you still got a snake, man? Hell yeah, man. Let's go see him and shit. I go up there, start fucking. I had it on my old phone, man. I used to fuck with him. He got all fucking pissed off. And Randy's like, he grabbed the top of the thing, like, hey, don't hold on now. I was fucking around. Don't let that motherfucker out, dude.
Not my scary ass, bro. I'm the most suburban of the motherfucker. Like, it's cool that our friend group, it like, has a spectrum from like country to city. So you got people that are kind of in the middle, and like, it's so weird because we live like 10, 15 minutes apart. But it's just, if you grew up down here in the city, even though it's not like it's not fucking New York, but shit, there ain't no woods in Goose Creek except like you can like cut through two neighborhoods and hit a little patch where nobody can see you, but you can't just like sit out there all day and start a fire. Right? You know what I'm saying?
It ain't the boonies.
No, and if you want to go to a pond, there's 30 other motherfuckers around. Like in the country, you'd be like, shit, took the 4-wheeler down to old Jared Clowney's pond, you know.
I used to ask my dad when I was a kid. He would never let me have no motorized toys. I'd be like, let me get a go-kart. Like, no. Let me get a 4-wheeler. No. Dirt bike, anything. Like, I wanted that shit. My parents wouldn't give me that shit. So I had to, like,
you gonna ride it?
Learn,
you gonna get hurt.
I had to learn how to ride it with my friends and shit and fucking fall off them and hurt myself.
For sure, but where would you gonna ride it? Like,
I fucking went to Randy's house, dude. Hey, I know a guy named Randy Gibson. He's got a snake and everything.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's what I liked about Kurt, because Kurt he was all about that dirt biking and all that building shit, motors, and like, he was one of them cats, so I learned a lot from that. But yeah, fucking,
I wish I would've.
Like dirt bikes, like you live in Goose Creek or Charleston or something, like, the only way you riding a dirt bike is down the fucking back easement or on the street.
Or you trailer
It used to
it.
be Tom Connolly. That was it.
That was it. And even
Ripped through
there,
Sangaree.
yeah, but even there, it's like, that shit's dangerous because there's 200 motherfuckers out there. It's the only place to ride. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Tyler Martin him and his brother had dirt bikes
pit.
in the same neighborhood as me, but they had like the lot across the street from them was open, so they go over there and just kind of like ride. But they used to trailer their shit.
You got to.
Like, to go
you got
somewhere
to.
actually
And that's
ride.
why, I mean, that's why your parents didn't do it, because they're like, well, I ain't fucking driving you 45 minutes to ride your dirt bike.
My parents for sure.
Yeah.
Fuck
But,
all that.
nah, fucking.
Y'all wanted them get-togethers we had at Garbins?
Yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
those were fun. Them big bonfires.
Yeah.
You talking about way out in the sticks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody pulled a gun out one night. We was there. Shit got crazy.
Yeah, that was old.
Nah, that's right by his house.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah,
Yes,
that
sir.
was a wild. Those were some of the wildest
They were great.
times.
Well,
bro.
they started off great. You know, it was only like 30 of us, or 20. It was like our crew. Then it went to like 30. Then it went to like 50. Then it went from like 50 to like 80. And then when it got to like 120,
it was. You show up, you was like,
wild.
this is like.
You remember falling out of the tree stand, cameraman?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
But like
that.
you said, them fucking
I
bonfires.
shot my first deer out there.
Yes, you did.
Them fucking bonfires, like you said, started out where it was like, literally, I remember being like one of the first people with you.
Oh, it was
and,
just
like,
a crew.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 of
One
us.
barrel.
Like, check this spot. And then fucking, like you said, then all of a sudden it's 10, 20, 30, 40. And it's just like, when it's like all close people, it's fun. It's like perfect.
Oh, it was
but
great.
then you start, it's way more fun when it's 100 people, but it's only if they're all getting along. Then it's it's a vibe when all 100 getting along, but that never happens.
And everybody keeps their radios.
Cleaning up.
Oh, cleaning up. You don't understand what I found every next morning. When I'm talking all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That one morning, I found like 3 radios. Like somebody's radios.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't take them. I called them, found out who they were. But money, lighters, wallets, glasses, radios.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
Good times though.
Fuck yeah. Great fucking
All
times,
those
man.
good times.
Country boys get down. That's what I love about country
Fuck,
shit.
Jeffrey, what the fuck you click that for?
I just can't live out there. Cause y'all ever heard of a this is why I can't live out in the country though. Y'all ever heard of a killdeer?
Yeah.
A bird?
Meadowlark.
Oh yeah, them little fucking yeah. You're talking about.
So they love my yard.
They'll die like they act like they fall down. And
No.
die. Those ones.
When,
No.
That's it. But that's when they got babies. They act like they're hurt.
Because they're ground
Yeah.
nested.
Oh,
Like,
so that's what you're saying. Yeah.
ground
No,
nested.
they
They'll
do
act
a
like they
no,
died,
no,
dude.
no. They do a broken wing shit.
Is that that's what it is?
So they
So
they
you
act like their
follow
wings broke and they they do all this shit so that you follow them because they lay their eggs in the ground.
The ground nesting.
Yeah. But dude, the ones that do that shit by my house, like last year, whatever season, I guess it's spring, they start to come around. The fucking last year, I was mowing the grass and I never seen one of these motherfuckers because I live in the city. Like I've never seen this shit. But I guess because they just plowed all these fucking woods, they got weird shit around here. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I'm mowing the grass, and Raven and them pull up behind me on the golf cart. I don't even see them. I got my headphones in, I'm mowing the grass, and this fucking bird just starts running at me, like trying to attack me and shit. And I'm like, I threw this shit. They're recording me and shit because they see the bird trying to get me. So I battled with this motherfucker for like a couple weeks. But like 2 days ago, the bitches show back up. But there's 2 of them now. And like they're between me and my neighbor's house. They got their eggs right by my house though. I'm like, man, I don't want to fuck with their eggs, you know, like just let them chill. But dude, anybody goes by Raven's car, the motherfuckers just started kill deer, trying to kill your ass.
Dude,
That's
I thought the story was going that you ran their eggs on.
No,
when he said we battled it out for a couple weeks, that's where it threw me.
That was the first set. I'm in a whole new battle. This started like a couple days ago. This morning, I walk outside. I leave at fucking 5:30, right? I walk outside. A fucking cat runs from underneath Raven's car because I wasn't going to my car. I was going around the back to grab the trash can because it's trash day. And so I was going to go this way. I forgot all about these motherfucking killdeer and the eggs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm walking that way and a fucking cat runs from underneath Raven's car. So what do? I look this way like jump. Black as night. As soon as I jump, I hear
was it the cat or the bird?
The fucking bird. The cat took off. I turned this way. The bird just comes right by my head. This 5:30 comes right over my head, flies away, like into the fucking blackness, like a bat, dog. I was like,
5:30 in the morning. That's some scary shit,
bro. I didn't even finish my walk around the side of the yard. I unlocked my front door, went back through to creep up on them motherfuckers because I was like, I only seen one of you. So I go around back and then fucking pull it out. Like, nah, I'm not. Nah, y'all think I'm over there? I'm over here.
So you've killed probably 1,000 deer in your life.
Not that many, but a few.
So I've only killed one, and here's my story.
I'm ready for it.
I thought this was.
Were you hunting?
No.
That's all I want. Okay, well that's even better.
This is a fucked up story, dude.
Did you use a car?
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay, that's good.
This gets crazy, dude. So I thought Michael was gonna tell me that he accidentally ran over the nest to the killdeer and they attacked and he's fucked up. Like, yeah. You know, they're aggressive. I was working at the landfill and we had these big ass fields that we had to mow. And we did them with tractors with the fucking, and we pulled the big thing, the big wings. So I fucking ran a fawn over there. But it's fucking crazy, right? Because this field is so big. And I'm just fucking riding around, listening to music, mowing the ground. It's an all-day affair. It's like you're in there. It
happens all the time.
If you got to mow two fields, you're there for 3 days. It's fucking stupid. So I'm mowing the shit, right? The dude who was supposed to be doing it that day called out. So they were like, hey, I need you to do it. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I'm fucking mowing the field, listening to my shit.
He set you up.
And I mow the field, and I go, first thing in the morning, whatever, it takes me like I finished about 3 o'clock. I went and did something else, and I came back, and they were like, hey, man, did you mow the field today? And I was like, yeah, why? What's the problem? He said, look out there. The dude had to go out. He had to grab a load of dirt with a front end loader and take it out and bury the motherfucker because we had a gang of birds and all the buzzards, vultures, whatever they are. They was all like attacking them, and the deer were coming out the woods and fighting the birds.
I bet.
So they was like, what the fuck's going on over there? You know, we had a whole ecosystem life cycle at the landfill. What the fuck's going on? So he got in the damn thing. He rode out there and he's like, oh fuck, man. He said, man, that thing was chopped in half. It was a baby. You know what I'm saying? So then I go about my whole day not knowing about this shit. I come back and they're like, hey, you killed a deer. I don't kill shit. That's not him. That deer killed himself. Dude, I don't kill shit.
Get the fuck out the way.
So I'm all fucking down and out about it, and they start telling me the story of how they were, and the deer stayed there for days behind that shit because where they buried, because he just jumped a thing of dirt over it, and every day we come out there for like 3-4 days, dude. The fucking deer was sitting out there just like mourning this shit. So every day I had to relive this shit, dude. And the next day, the dude, his name was David. He came back to work. I said, man, you's a motherfucker, dog. You's a motherfucker. He's like, what? I said, man, because I got to live with the fact chopped Bambi in half. They say he chopped him straight in half, dude. I was like, I gotta live with that shit. I don't be killing shit, and I'm old city boy, right?
You took a life.
I did. And I wasn't aiming to, you know. I was just fucking listening to Garth Brooks riding around like cutting grass, dude. And then they tell me I just caused murder.
Yeah, that's funny. It's like only somebody who listens to Garth Brooks would be upset about a deer. You know what I'm saying? Like me too.
He ain't never told you about the duck hunting with me that one
Oh,
time?
dude.
Oh, dude. Now we're what? We're
Yeah.
we?
Shit,
9,
I met you.
10?
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
even know if we were that. First off, we probably weren't old. Nowadays, we shouldn't have
No,
guns.
nowadays
Hell no.
there's no way nobody lets us leave the house with 2 20-gauge shotguns.
12 gauges. Oh, we was banging.
Oh, we had 12s?
Yeah, that's all Grandpa had was
See,
12s.
I didn't plan on shooting it, so I didn't give a fuck what the gauge was.
You shot him. You shot though. You shot right with me.
Yeah, I sure did.
Mm-hmm.
But you almost shot me.
No, I didn't shoot you. I told you to duck.
Yeah.
No, we duck. I thought you said duck.
Yeah.
Nah, listen.
No, he
This
did
is
say
good,
that
though.
shit. It was fucked up.
This is true. It sounds like we made it up, but it is true. Like
Yeah.
it's legit.
Yeah, it is. Like, all right, so I met Randy. Shit, I was probably fucking like 6 or 7 years old when we first met because I moved over to Foxborough. His granny and them lived in Foxborough, right by Kenny.
Kenny G.
Yeah.
Down the road.
So me and Kenny obviously knew each other because we went to school together. Randy didn't go to our school, but he was like there, like
I was an outsider.
yeah, but he was there like every 2-3 weekends. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes during the week, like he would just stay the night with his granny or whatever. But so that's how I met him. And then, you know, you meet and you're like, yeah, this is my homie, blah blah blah. But we don't get to see each other, so it was like, yo, tell your mom, call my mom, and I'm gonna come chill with you. So like, I go stay the night with him, and we go off of Foster Creek. That's where it was. But this before all that shit was built. So we're on like the St. James side, and it's all woods behind us, you know. So we go over there and fucking take the gun. He's like, "You wanna go hunting?" I'm like, fuck it. Oh shit. He said, "Yeah,
We're
let's
gonna
go."
shoot something, dude.
Gun bigger than you and shit.
Dude,
No, it
yeah.
was.
We
I mean,
took
it
the
was
guns,
close.
and we're in this fucking like little trench, you know, waiting for the fucking ducks. and he's like, "Look."
We're just mid
listen, look,
Goose
we're
Creek just
I
shooting
hunt now.
birds.
Yeah.
Now listen, I hunt now, but
That's what
you
I'm
gotta
saying.
understand, we were kids. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you understand.
I
what,
didn't know shit what
He
I was
didn't know
doing.
nothing.
But
We
y'all
had
just-
2 12
But he-
gauges. We
he
was
didn't
going to
know
kill some
nothing.
shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
I don't
really
know
what
what we hunting squirrels, rabbits,
in my
birds,
head. My buddy
crickets.
and me.
I was about to tell her we was Elmer Fudding that shit.
That
Like,
was
oh,
pretty much
we're
what it was,
hunting
really.
Rabbits. Yeah.
walking around, just whatever's popping
all
out.
they
and
did,
shooting.
you know, Grandpa.
That was it.
Hey, be safe. I mean, back then that's how it was. Be
Yeah,
safe. You know.
and
God
he's
bless
like,
Grandpa.
and we're fucking sitting up, you know, like we're looking around, we're fucking ducked down in a thing, like shouldn't see no fucking ducks, but we're near ducks, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
You knew that, you know what I'm
Wood
saying?
ducks. Wood ducks are all over the place.
So we're up with our guns and shit, and Randy's like behind me or whatever, you know, and we're looking. Well, it happens to be on my side is where the fucking ducks are. So we both turn our fucking guns, and Randy's shooting. You know, he's aiming up. He ain't aiming at my head or nothing, but we're both aiming at ducks. And he's like, "Duck," and I'm like, "Where?" I get up, like almost up, you know, like in front of his shit.
Opposite, like.
And I'm like, where? And then I turn around, and the fucking barrel's like right here. I'm like, oh shit! He's like, yeah, duck, mother.
No, not bird, duck, motherfucker.
So, hey, if you're watching this and you ever go duck hunting, never tell somebody to duck while you're duck hunting.
Yeah. It was fun. It was good that time. Like if anybody
was.
else would have been there, it would have been.
It's fun because like we still remember that shit, and it's fucking 20-something years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
What 30 years ago?
Hell, Jeff went out there and shot guns. We used to always blaze them up in Jedburgh. That shit was
Can
so
we-
much fun.
Can we all go hunting with you one time?
I don't know about hunting, but we can all go blow some shit up.
You don't hunt no more?
Cool.
Oh, I always hunt. I bow hunt. All I do is bow hunt anymore.
I got a crossbow. I just inherited one.
I got you.
He bow hunt.
No, I'll go. We listen.
That's
so
easy.
anything after
But
January.
people that bow hunt are like.
Well, Pops is
guns
laying.
are
Nah.
too easy.
Hey, what
You
the-
fucking
listen,
peasants.
I think what he's getting at is
Nah.
like, can we
You're somewhere
pop?
illegal.
Can we,
Anything?
You
No,
want
we'll
to be
just.
quiet. It's one of the two. You're either too good or you want to be
Hey, man,
quiet.
let's kill all the Indians and then hunt
Anything
like
after
them.
January at Dad's house, Dad, I mean, just like he was before.
He still got the same
We can,
spot.
we can go there and shoot 5,000 rounds in a day if we want to, and blow everything up. I miss
See,
that shit.
I'd rather do that than go kill some shit.
Oh,
but
100%. That shit
but
was fun.
I've only been hunting like a few times. It was with my step pops, and like I'd probably be the same way because the only time I never killed a deer, the only time I almost killed a deer wasn't a deer, it was one of our dogs.
No, you don't do that.
And I was sitting on the dirt
You
road.
never lived that one down.
No, I was sitting on the dirt road with my shit. Like I'm so fucking bored.
Somebody dragging
It's
the
5 in the.
bag.
I'm telling you, bro. It's 5 in the fucking morning, and like I'm literally just like staring at the tree line. Dogs are barking and shit, but then all of a sudden I just hear ksh, 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 no barking, just
Throw the gun up.
sound like a fucking deer.
Just shot him first.
Yeah, and it's like the sun's barely coming up, so I can't see.
I'm seeing
shit.
a pattern with this 5 o'clock in the morning shit.
It is. I fucking yeah. I hold the gun up.
Got scared, so you just shot Rover.
Dude, hold the gun up, took the safety off, because I was probably like 12 at the time. So my stepdad was like, keep fucking safety on until you're ready to shoot. Don't turn it off. I'm like, all right, cool. And so I turned the safety off. I got the fucking shit peeled halfway back. Like, I'm about to shoot because it's getting close as fuck. And right when I was about to, like, pull it, fucking dog comes out. And I just, like, put that shit on safety. Never came off safety again in my lifetime. As far as
Legend has it, it's still on
it's
safety.
still on. That gun is still stuck on safety somewhere because I was like, what if I'd have shot that fucking dog? Like all I had to do was shoot.
He'd have
like
been dead.
He would have been fucking dead.
So
He
He
Get
probably
out
would
of-
have been happy because somebody ran his ass to death anyways.
So Randy,
JD.
in all your hunting experience, have you had a near-death call?
I almost shot a guy.
No, like you.
I personally almost shot a guy. Just like he just said, with my dad standing beside me.
Oh,
I was
shit.
probably 9, 10, maybe. Same concept of what he said. I was shooting a 410.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dogs are burning it up, coming through the block, and exactly what you said. I mean, deer 90% of the times, I don't know, 200 yards ahead of the dogs. Bushes started rumbling. I got a 410. I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying? I got it cocked back, single shot. It's cocked back to aim. Dad standing behind me says, "Hey, when deer hits the road, shoot." And about that time, some dumb son of a bitch stepped out the woods. And Dad, him and Dad got into it. I had to go the other way, but they talked about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Because Dad told him, you
almost got killed.
yeah, you could have got killed. Well,
You know, there's a story about it. It's not a hunting story, but it's a story about a kid who kills his dad because his stepmom convinces him to.
well, there's,
Like, dude, he was
bunch of
he
them
was like
happened in
he
the
was like
last
9
couple
years
years.
old when he did it, and it's kind of a
got it.
weird tangent, but I'm straight. His dad married this crazy bitch, and she had this idea to get rid of him and get his insurance money or some shit. So she tells the little boy that he's sick, that he's got some weird cancer, and that he's gonna die, and he doesn't want us to know about it, but he wants us to kill him. So it's your mission to make it look like an accident. Like, he's gonna take you out shooting, and he's gonna make it look like an accident. The kid's like 8 or 9 years old.
That's crazy.
So they go out into the woods, and she's like, "You're gonna do it, right? You're gonna do it." Like, he wants you to do it, but don't. But he doesn't want you to know that it's coming. He wants to be she was playing him. So they go out into the woods, and he couldn't do it. He gets out there, he can't do it, right? So he comes back, and his stepmom's like, "Fuck, man," she's like mad. She beats him and shit. Like, she's like mad abusive to him and shit. So then he's like, I couldn't do it. So then, like, maybe a week later or some shit, they're in the fucking room. He said his dad is in the room, and he walks in with a shotgun and, like, kills him. He shoots and kills him and told the cops, like, we was about to go shooting, and we was working something out. Like, they made up this whole concoction of a story, right? So he's 9 when this shit happens, right? Kills his own dad.
What's wrong with people?
Dude, it's a crazy story. We watched it on one of them fucking true crime stories or whatever. Kid goes through high school, and, like, everybody knows, like, he's on the news and shit. Like, it's a big deal. Like, the kid killed his dad, and he had to play it off like it was his accident, but he knew in his mind it was what the real truth was. So when he got in, like, his senior year of high school, he had to write an essay. So there was all, like, class was writing an essay, and he fucking, in his essay, told that story. And his teacher obviously was like, the fuck, dude? Like, you're famous for this shit, and then it all blew up, and the lady went to prison and shit. But like, he had to grow up.
Damn.
He had to grow up killing his dad. Like,
I love killing shit. Like, and I don't mean
violence is not an issue for you.
Well, no, it's not that. Like, I love killing animals to eat animals. Like, I love killing shit. Like it, but like when it comes to a human, like
only necessarily.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta, fuck with something I love, but like, I could never just go up to someone and just,
she was cold.
Somebody,
she was
you know what I'm saying?
bitch.
But like an animal, and I say animal, which ain't well, really, I mean, if your dog was sick and you wanted me to put your dog down, I'd put your dog down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't bother me.
Cost me a lot.
Oh, it's $1,000, so I would do it for 22 bullets, like
Yeah.
I don't know, 17 cents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
It doesn't bother me. Well, it's not. Some people hate me for saying that, but like people wise, I could never do it. But animal, it's an animal. You know,
I've met many of people like that, dude. Kill things, no problem.
We're gonna cut that.
Oh, we're not allowed to kill animals.
You can do whatever you want on the water pod, dog.
Yeah,
Sorry.
man. Yeah, we be hunting, we be stunting. Shit.
Not for 17
No, I mean,
cents.
I mean, that's a 22 bullet cost. It might be with the tariffs now, so it might be 33.
yeah, I mean, that's how my stepdad was too. It's like, I could get it, but what would always kill me is like I don't think I could,
Process
my
it?
own dog.
Oh, it don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but it is kind of like some, especially like I wish like with Dub, I wish I would have done it like that instead of like putting him out like a.
I wish I should have Paul before you left.
Shot him?
You know what I mean?
No,
You wish
shook-
you would have
no,
shot
I said
him?
shook
No,
his
I'm
paw.
saying him. You wish you
Oh.
would have killed, like, took him out back.
No, I mean, maybe, but maybe not. I'm just saying, like, with the life that motherfucker led.
That was the craziest dog
and
I ever
like,
met.
And like, I put it.
That dog was my dog.
And he
man.
had to sit in a hospital that he's never been in because the motherfucker ain't never been to a vet except to get the shots that they require at first to make sure he good. And then I was like, he eats pine cones.
I was about to say he got a shot before he ate pine cones.
Yeah, he
after
eats
he ate pine
32 pine cones a day. You know, like pears, fucking
Rocks. I seen this dude
rocks.
chew up chunks of concrete.
A
Dude.
motherfucker would hang off of a fucking rope for hours.
Yeah, it was
blood
a problem.
coming down his
I
shit.
used to mess with him so bad.
That's what I was telling. Somebody was talking about pit bulls the other day, and I was like, "Yo, like I've had I've had a bunch of pit bulls throughout the years, maybe like 10 throughout my life, and I ain't never seen them fucking bite nobody.
No, Dub was crazy, but
Except
he would
for-
not bite nobody.
Except for Dub bit Randy and Mike D, but
That was my fault.
yeah, it wasn't like he just bit them. Like
Yeah.
they were.
I'm sure Randy had him all
No,
All I,
him
all,
and-
all I did
him
was
and-
just pet him the whole time.
No, Randy
I
and
grab him by
Mike.
his nuts. I grab his tail.
No,
I grab his leg.
no, Randy,
Sure, you had him
Randy,
red line.
and fucking Mike D were the two that like would wrestle with him and shit.
Mike D, where's that dude at?
Man, I almost fucked up and said something I shouldn't have.
Oh,
but
my bad.
Yeah, he good.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't
ain't-
know. I ain't talked to him in a
Yeah.
long ass time, man.
Hey,
I
he's
haven't.
got a big ass house
He's a-
in Pimlico.
He's a retard. No, he ain't. He ain't
Yeah.
in my side. I ain't tell you that.
Nah, I mean,
I know Patrick Henderson shot his cat one time with a pistol.
yeah.
Somebody ran him
accident?
over. No.
Oh, he had to put it
He
down.
had to whack.
Yeah, it happens.
He's like, because at the time, y'all remember Pat.
Yeah.
In his heyday, it was the end of his days. But he was wilding, and at his house, he had a bunch of people there, and he had a bunch of animals.
Always
At
wilding.
and somebody, the cat, he had his cat since, I remember when he got him as a kitten. Like, he's had his cat a long ass time, and somebody fucking ran it over backing out of his driveway. And he was like, dude, fucking, the cat was fucked up. He's an all white cat. Cat's fucked up. He's sitting there doing all shit. So he's like, man, in front of everybody at the fucking house. Like, he had a gang of people at his house. So he decided to pick it up and shot that bitch in the head. Sorry, buddy. Shoot that cat dead. And speaking of cats, so
Well, no, I'm just saying, like,
Talking about Pat and Cat.
Pat,
Pat was
fucking,
wild,
Pat,
dude.
fucking cat. Well, I just wanted to segue off of what we were talking about earlier because you're talking about like killing animals, shooting,
Yeah.
and this shit. But at the end of the day, like, I feel like a lot of city people have a problem with killing animals, but it's like it's people who don't understand. They're like, how the fuck you think we eat what we eat, like food
I'm
and shit
not-
like that? Like,
yeah, I'm not that. No,
I
I
just-
just ain't got the heart to do it
Well,
myself.
I just-
I understand things have to be done.
I hate
they're
that.
herbivores, bro.
Yeah, but I hate that like hunters get more of a bad rap than like
Yeah,
they want to talk
they just
about a dumb
kill all the bugs.
or just like
Yeah, but
people
herbicides
are
goes
like you eat a hamburger or you eat fucking jerky or fucking pork rind or whatever the fuck. You know, like 90% of what we eat's fucking some kind of animal byproduct if it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like,
I mean, I get all
at least hunters fucking go kill their shit, skin it, you know, fucking process it, cook
Yeah,
it,
most-
eat it.
You know how much money you save.
Most
Oh
people.
yeah, dude. I've heard mad stories.
It
I
is
think I don't have a problem
crazy.
with killing animals, and I understand I understand all of that. What trips me out is there are people out there that go to kill shit just to kill shit.
Yeah, they don't care.
Like
I
they're like,
agree.
no, I'm not
Yeah.
eating it. I just want the biggest
They'll
one.
cut the head off. And
Yeah.
just leave
I
the
just
meat.
want a trophy.
Yeah.
I just want to be the one that killed the biggest one.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm like that, but I eat the deer. So, but there's a method to the madness. Like I bow hunted for a long time. So like if I go into the woods, I want to shoot the most mature deer in the woods.
Okay.
Like I don't want to shoot a teenager, unless I'm a teenager, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going for 2 to 3 deer specifically the whole time. But when I shoot him, I'm eating
Yeah,
him.
he's dinner for
Oh,
the
I'm
next
eating
2
them.
years.
100%. Like I'm eating them.
And they good.
Like,
Deer meat.
I
good
hate
as
people
well.
that go out there and just shoot for sport, and that's all that shit
That's
is.
exactly what I was looking for.
That's for hunters. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
You know,
just
let's
to
say
kill
bullshit,
shit, just
but
to
that's
kill
bullshit.
shit. Like
Yeah.
like I said, I went to the landfill. A bunch of country dudes. Them boys were like, man, we go fucking raccoon hunting just to go just to kill raccoons. They see a raccoon on the fucking land. I seen a dude stab a fucking raccoon to death. The raccoon's gonna die anyways, but he ran it over with a fucking big ass packer. And the dude, I was like, he was backing the shit up. I was going to relieve him from lunch, and he backed over this box, and a raccoon jumped out of it. I said, oh shit, it's a fucking raccoon. And there's a bunch of mayhem going on up there. But as he was backing up, the raccoon he was scared of the big ass noise, so he ran into this box. And right as he ran into the box, homeboy ran his like whole front half over. His legs shot out and shit. I was like, his name was Daniel. I was like, Daniel, man, you just ran over that raccoon. He's like, where's it at? I showed him. I was like, man, it's right there in that box. And the fucker was over there going, ee, ee, ee. Daniel was like, damn, yo, he walked over with a knife, pulled that shit out, and fucking stabbed that bitch up a whole bunch of times. I was like, God damn, bro.
He's taking him out his
I mean,
misery,
I get
though.
that, but I'm just like, it was just nothing. And then he went and ate lunch. He was just like, it just fucking whack that thing.
Now, what
over.
do you have at lunch? He didn't have like a
couldn't
sub
tell
or
you.
nothing. He had to cut up with that
I
knife.
couldn't tell you, but man,
Okay.
dude just be killing shit, no problem, dude. Like when I
Hey.
killed that deer at fucking work, I was fucking heartbroken, dude. Them boys was fucking crying. Hey,
You need to go
Ventura
hunting.
ass motherfucker.
You need
like,
to go hunting one time.
Yeah.
about
You need
that
to go
shit.
sport, like the concept of hunting. You need to go hunting one time and take an animal.
We going? You
That
going?
is hunting.
We going to your daddy's house? We gonna
can
shoot
go
some shit
wherever.
up? Hell yeah, I got
Yeah.
a crossbow.
I
cuz
tried
I'm-
to.
We
That's
gotta-
how we
we
started
have
this
a-
conversation.
so
Let's all go
Dad
on a
built
hunt.
a,
we gonna film the shit? We gonna do the water
we
pods
could
first
definitely
kill?
fill it.
Well, first of all, too, we got to go up. Them boys from fucking Minnesota.
We need to take a trip to West Virginia up to the cabin.
Well, we going ice fishing in Minnesota. You coming?
No, I'm telling
we
you,
are?
Jeff. You want to talk about that? That's
yeah.
hey, bear, turkey, deer. All of that's all in one
So,
season.
so that's what I was gonna say
And
though.
that's-
Like,
Because
And
it
that's-
has nothing to do
it's
with
200
anywhere near
It's
up
200
there.
acres.
I won't go nowhere
well,
near
that's
that
what I was
fucking-
gonna say though. Like,
we own it all.
like a bunch of
Yeah,
fucking.
serious.
Go to your cabin.
Yeah, let's go.
We might take that off there so everybody ain't fucking asking about going there. But yeah, I'm serious. So we all need. I'm telling you.
Water
that's-
pod
Let's
exclusive.
go.
Y'all can't come.
Yeah,
I'm just
fuck
saying,
it. Y'all
like,
can't
y'all can't
come.
come.
Yeah, we gonna film that shit.
Dude, it's beautiful. So we got
I'm serious.
so we got a cabin up there. It's got it's 2 bedrooms with queens. The one bedroom's got a queen and 2 singles, and then we got the corridor or whatever. What's a big ass room? It's got 5 bunk or single beds in it as well.
Oh,
So we can sleep up to 7 people, not including queens. So you could technically and the couch bed. So we can sleep up to 11 people in there. But I mean, it's a blast, dude. It's all ran off generator. We got 2 generators. We got a brand new one plus the one we run. So heat wise, it's straight furnace. You know, we just run a fire. It's all wood cut.
And we hunting bear.
Life. Well, you hunt.
Fuck it. I want death.
Well, I'm
Something has to die.
No. You hunt what you want to eat. So turkey. So up there is pretty cool. You got a spring or a fall season. You got turkey, deer, and bear. They're actually all in season.
We
together.
bear hunting?
Yeah.
That means we hunt naked?
Yogi.
Just kidding.
I mean, you go out there
That
naked.
was a
that's
terrible
fine.
joke. This dude told us that one time. He's like, y'all
Bear
going
ass?
bear hunting? We was like, it ain't bear season. He's like, I was talking about hunting naked.
You going bear?
I'm just saying, it's
I need
awesome.
I need a bigger gun. That's a 3-0.
Shoot him with a bow. A crossbow will blow right through him.
Yeah, my shit gonna go.
No, I'm telling you, a crossbow will blow right through him like it's nothing, like it's butter.
That's what I want to shoot.
I'm telling you, it's
I
like
wanna
it's
shoot
butter,
that bitch.
literally. A
I ain't even-
crossbow
I ain't
is a
even
gun with an arrow.
I ain't even shot that bitch yet.
It'll blow through this door and the next door if you got the right broad.
I have shot a crossbow before.
It's impressive.
Me and my man
Yeah.
was young. We was mad young. We had to both of us had to pull it back to load it.
I got 2 of them that I don't ever shoot. I just got them because Dad had a good deal on one, and I found one paving one time.
I'll take the crossbow.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a gun that shoots an arrow, and it will blow.
Yeah.
What you gonna try to kill? Bear?
Me?
Time. I ain't killing no fucking bear. I'll shoot a motherfucking turkey.
Hey, let's go. Bathroom breaks are.
I like it. I got pissed too.
Yeah. All right.
Where am I headed?
Pilot, you fucking racist.
Yeah. But I was trying to think of that joke because I was around I was around a bunch of
I was ready
doctors.
to listen to what you were saying. I didn't know.
I was down in Palm Beach, so I was trying to think of that joke. So I finally remembered it, but I text Derek, and like Derek had texted me. You know the meme of the little Chinese kid that's like
Probably
laughing at you or whatever. Like it's a very popular one that you send or whatever. But he had sent that shit of the Asian kid, and I was like,
that's pretty.
and I didn't realize I didn't respond. But later that night, I was trying to figure out what that joke was. So I texted him, how's it go, you fucking racist? And I text that, and then I text the joke, ? And then he texts back, sorry, I'm just getting used to this GIF thing, because he thought I was calling him a racist for sending the Asian fucking. And I was cracking up. I still haven't told him that, so he's gonna find out now, because he still thinks I thought he was being racist sending me that shit. But I was trying to figure out the fucking joke, because the joke is good.
So speaking of racist, did you happen to catch the Andrew Schultz and Ryan Clark sit
Good God, son.
See, you're
The
talking
what?
about gibberish to me. What is that?
The Andrew Schultz and Ryan Clark sit down? Did you see any piece of that?
Oh, the whole podcast. He was on there with all of them, right? Yeah.
I think it was just a sit down. I just need a little clip of it. But it was just Andrew and.
I ain't watched it because I'm not a fan of Ryan Clark. Like it's just like I like him. He doesn't bother me or anything.
Yeah.
But it's just like.
But no, it sparked a thought in my head how they were able to like go through it back and forth online and then sit down and just talk it out like mature people.
Oh.
Do you remember
Yeah.
when middle school, I don't know if y'all had the same thing, but our middle school implemented, because we had a lot of fights, so they started a peer mediation program. Did that ring any bells?
I went to.
Oh, yeah. Y'all didn't have that problem?
We went.
No.
We had that problem.
Problem I had was Columbine hit when I was in middle school, so then like they fucking went crazy.
Yeah, Columbine,
Well,
2009, all that crap.
Well,
shit,
there was a thing when.
Stratford got raided.
Yeah.
Well, everybody was fighting, so they implemented this program, and it was like peer mediation. So basically, if you and you had a problem, like in the staff caught wind of it, they would bring a peer in, me or somebody, and they were like trained to like make y'all just talk it out rather than just fight.
Oh no, private school. If you had a problem with the teacher, they'd beat the shit out of you.
Well, this was like this was like
paddle you.
amongst like the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids were fighting, so they'd make it like a kid. Anyways, and I remember when that shit came out, everybody was like, that's fucking pussy shit, man. Like, we fucking fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that talking out the shit. And then I'm like, you grow older, a little bit more mature, and you see Ryan and homeboys sit down, and you're like, yeah, we probably should have taken advantage of that. We probably could have been a better society if we were just mature enough at age 11, 12 to be like, why are you mad at me, motherfucker? You took my pogs.
Yeah, for sure.
But you scratched my whatever, some dumb shit, and you could just work it out.
But have you ever watched Chimp Empire?
Yes.
It's
We're
like
animals.
we're fucking just primates that like
Chimp Empire was
Yeah.
wild.
Try to
dude.
civilize. That's all it is.
yeah. We're civilized, so like all this shit. That's what. It's funny because it goes full circle about like you talking about
Crazy.
the whatever, the killing shit, all that shit. But it's just like our natural thing is just to like, especially men, is like assert dominance and like fucking if you have a problem, then it's like just like fucking apes. They're just like, who's the bigger man? Like who can? And then that one time you could beat me up. Like it's like having a little brother playing basketball. And it's like, or a son. It's like, damn, I've been whooping his ass at basketball that whole time. That's how we judge ourselves as men. Like once he can beat you at basketball, you're like, motherfucker got me.
He's the
you know
man
what I'm saying?
now.
Or once he's
alpha.
making better money than you, you're like,
He's
damn,
alpha
motherfucker got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it'll always be like that. And I think it's women too, because women like not that we're primates, but it's just like that innate thing that we have that's like, even if we were divinely created and like all that shit, and we're the smartest of everything because
we're the top of the food chain for sure.
Because of our brain.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have what sharks have. We don't have what bears have or tigers
y'all
and shit.
Fight a bear with a gun?
No,
I mean, you probably win, but shit.
Yeah, but we made a gun. Like, fight without it.
Yeah.
You know, fucking you and a tiger in a room. Like, unless you got something. And that's what's funny is, like, if a tiger was in the room with us right now, like, we wouldn't even think of, like, unless it attacked us, we wouldn't think of like using our hands. Like you'd pick this up.
Hell no,
like, you know, like
knuckle up with fucking.
I'm going out that door.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know,
but I'm saying
I'll
like
jump through a wall.
I'm saying if you couldn't go through that door, like you would instantly like grab that fucking.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab something.
Toolbox shit. Like
you're
that's your brain. Like that's what got us to the top of the food chain. Is this shit? It's
fight or
like,
flight.
Is that thinking of like. How can I survive this? Whereas like tigers, bears, and shit like that, like they don't, they have like natural.
They're predators. They're not thinking how am I going to survive this. They're thinking how am I going to kill 4 dudes right now? Like I got to kill all of them.
That's kind of why I believe in like divine creation because it's like there's like this weird balance of like you know what I mean? Like of like you have this cat, if it had the brain we have, the tiger, you know, like, there has to be, like, this hierarchy and these tiers of, like...
Oh, there has to be a chain.
Yeah,
it's like the police. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, respect to the police. They do a good job. And I'm not hating on police. I get along with... yeah, I'm with you. But you know what I'm saying? The bad ones, fuck the police. The good ones, all right, cool for it. But it's just like, all right, so you don't have the cops. Just like you said earlier. You bigger than me. Mm-hmm. Like, all right, if you have that mentality in your head that you're bigger than me, you're bigger than him, you got a banana, I got an apple, and you got an orange. All right, you want that orange, you're gonna take that orange. Mm-hmm. All right, so what am I gonna do as a little fella that there's nothing I can do. That's that animal mentality. Humans are animals. I mean, yes, we've evolved to where we respect each other and we coincide, but if we ever were to turn on the biggest will survive, society would they would think you're crazy because man would rule and we would take what the fuck we want. Period.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter race, doesn't matter color, it doesn't matter a fucking thing.
Strong and weak, dude.
Animals work on. All right, so you got a pride of lions. You know who rules that? The dominant male. Right. Now there could be 3 males that rule that pride. You know who's going to come fuck with them? Nobody. Because they are the dominant ones. And if you come over there, they're going to kill you. And humans are the same. It's just we've got so domesticated over the years, we don't work in that. But if ever, say, police wasn't there or government wasn't there and all hell broke loose,
it'd be Lord of the Flies.
Good luck.
I don't know if you remember Lord of the Flies, but it's like that. You know what I've been catching a lot of that kind of reminds me of what you're talking about? I've been catching myself hearing a lot of prison stories. Like dudes that lived in prison and like lived in like hyper violent atmospheres and shit. They're like, dude, like it's my job to go in prison. It was my job to kill this person. It was my job to stab this person. It was my job to do this. And then the interviewers ask him like, why? Like why? Just why? Why don't do it? And he's like, in prison, it's a way for us to extort you. It's a way for us to be like, oh, he's not down with the gang or he's some weakling. We can beat him up and tell him to threaten people on the outside to give us money on the inside. Like bring money in here so that we can live better. Like, dude, it's really just it's crazy because I think that's where like when you're in an atmosphere like that, you resort back to your killer instinct, like your natural instinct, just like the Lord of the Flies. I don't know if you've read the book. I watched the movie, read the book in school, and all that shit. Like, I think the book was to show what humans are capable of. Like, and they were kids. They were like 10-year-old kids. Mm-hmm. And they all resorted back to just being primal.
For sure.
Our primal nature is to just fucking dominate.
They don't want us. But people don't want us to be primal.
No, and like
we gotta be. That's why the natives didn't stand a chance, dude. Is because they were fucking primal.
When I say primal now, I'm not talking about like just you know what I'm saying.
I'm not being insulting. I'm just
primal.
Saying.
Like they don't want us to be primal.
No, they don't want us to be ruthless. In actuality, like the Europeans were primal. like
And we should be
asserting
that way.
dominance. Yeah, we
you
should
know how
be
much
that
stuff
way.
gets injected to people's foods nowadays? It's
It's
fucking
unreal.
retarded.
It's unreal.
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Don't get me started.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I eat
Give
deer
me
meat.
stuff.
Listen, I kill 3 deer a year that I process strictly hamburger meat. That's it. It gets beef fat, hamburger meat. If I want some pork, then I'll get sausage. But it's 3 deer. It literally will last us all year long. I don't trust it no more. I know I killed that deer. Now, don't get me wrong.
Kill 4, I want one.
That's fine. But I'm just saying, like, I trust that deer meat. Now, don't get me wrong. The fat, I don't know where the fat comes from. But it's off of a cow. I don't know where the hell the cow comes from. I don't. If I had a cow, I'd shoot the cow and I'd grind it up too. But it's crazy that chickens. If you, I don't want people to look at it. All of it's crazy. I don't want to get on that tub. It's just crazy. You need to go primal. Primal is the way to go, but people just don't want to do it no more. No, look, electricity
Yeah.
and water,
Well,
man.
it's-
Electricity and water, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Listen,
like I am.
the
But
only
when it comes
reason-
to eating, I want to be somewhat healthy. I'm fat now.
Listen, the
but-
only reason that we've gotten that way is because of population. That we have overpopulated the
100%.
planet, so they have to feed everybody. How do
Oh,
they
yeah.
feed everybody? So the way back in the day, how like
buy a chicken.
well like
Eat your egg.
what I'm going at is like early societies. I'm talking about like cavemen and before. The only way that they they thrived is they figured out like, okay, we can either hike for 5 miles into the woods and find these plants and berries or whatever it is that we eat, or we can hike for 5 miles one day, grab some, bring them back here, plant them, and mass produce them, so we don't have to travel. So now we can just produce our own food. Well, that's what we've become with protein, with meat, with cows, with chickens, with pigs.
Yeah.
Like there was I've watched many a documentary on like just like how it's an incorporation now to just. We've all seen it, dude. The chickens that never see daylight.
But that's here.
Go
Go to West Virginia.
Well, it's not. I'm talking about it's America, because if you go elsewhere, you see where they have a less populated, a less populated society, and they're able to eat better food.
Oh, West Virginia is. I'm telling you, where my Pocahontas. I mean, and don't get me wrong, you go.
You
Like
live
you
in
said,
Pocahontas, West Virginia?
No, Pocahontas County in West Virginia. I mean, that's
Like the Indian Pocahontas?
yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, that's dope as fuck.
Well, it's like 20 miles from Snowshoe. Now, Snowshoe is golden. I mean, it's a landmine. I mean,
Okay.
it's golden.
My
You go
people
20
from
miles from
Kentucky,
there,
I don't know shit about West Virginia.
it's the same thing. There ain't no difference, honestly. I swear. If they're in the
They
mountains,
They
it's-
incest there too?
yeah, 100%.
Word.
No, really, I'm
I,
serious.
I believe you, because there's a family in West Virginia, the Whitaker family. Have y'all seen
Well, that's
this? My mom's
it's-
last name is Whitaker.
that's not all. That's
When
so
I seen I'm talking about the people that bark and shit, like they're fucking
Yeah,
mad.
but
Have y'all seen this?
That's not.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Their
Look,
last name is Whitaker, and they're
yeah,
right next door to
I've
Kentucky.
watched all that shit.
So
but
when
that's,
I seen this shit, I called my mom and said, "Ma, come on, not us, right?"
No.
And she was like, "No, we ain't that in, bro. We ain't
no,
that in, bro."
it's not. That's all just publicity for
Sorry.
movies and stuff.
Your
But
name's
yeah,
Dirt, boy.
Yeah, but up
Don't
there,
try to
I mean,
church it up.
You got to think. So cows is main necessity up there. I mean, that's their money. Farmland,
Yeah.
like, tax write off
Yeah.
for farmland. I mean, we can go on a whole trip about it. But man, them boys live off the land. They really do. They have jobs, but I mean, DOT jobs up there only paid, I don't know, $14 an hour.
Jesus.
That's for state work.
Have you heard about the dude? Because there was a time when you can go to Alaska and just claim land
Yeah.
as much as you
Oh, yeah.
want.
No,
I
still,
I
right
forget-
to this day, they'll
Is it
pay
still-
you.
I think
like,
they
if
never
you
said-
go to the desolate wasteland
gotta go,
parts
like-
of Alaska, they'll actually pay you like a stipend to go live there
Right.
to facilitate and
So
habitate
they
it,
told
but-
me something about this dude at work, and apparently there was a dude who did that like back in the days, and he lived off of the land for like 60 years. Like he literally made himself a cabin in the fucking
Until
Yeah.
we get out.
thick woods and just like lived his days. No hospital, no nothing. He specifically lived it off. If he couldn't grow it or kill it, he didn't eat. It was just like that. And then it's that his cabin still stands to this day as like a monument.
That'd be
to, like,
awesome,
Yeah.
see it,
man.
dude.
Yeah. I mean,
But but I feel, I'm more of a social creature than to just be isolated.
I
Like,
know.
well,
but
this is
I couldn't be secluded
But
like
this
that.
is what I was trying to. This is what I'm saying is like humans are humans. What separates us is that desire to like for the meaning of life. You know what I'm saying? Like the different what separates us from animals isn't that we're like also I mean it has to do with smarter or you're saying like we farm for large populations and the population and shit like that, but it's because like we got out of the fight or flight mode of the survival mode and we took a new form of like, what does life mean? Like,
But
life
we grew
is
conscious. We grew. We grew
like
conscious.
the only difference between us and animals is like animals don't think about like what is the purpose of my life. Like it's just that this is what they do.
Natural raw.
Like this is
instinct.
what they do. Like we're the only creature that's like, what is my purpose? What do I want out of life? Like, do I want to go off the grid and fucking live off the land? Do I want to be a social creature? Do I want to, like, no other specimen on this earth has that problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just like,
Maybe chimps. Maybe the chimp empire.
chimps have a little bit of it, but
closest to us. Right?
they do. But you're talking like
one for me too, Jeffrey.
you're talking maybe like 1 out of 10,000 chimps actually like leave their group and try to do something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
99% of these motherfuckers are just like, they're born and they've been told what they're going to be, what they're going to do. Not told, but they just know it. Like, and then you have that one motherfucker that's like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm out. Whereas humans, it's like every single motherfucker that's born is gonna develop a different idea of what success is, what life is, what eating well
That's true,
is.
though.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's kind of what differentiates us. Is like, we could all
Survive.
be prime. We could be primal, but we wouldn't have progressed this far. Like, we'd still be animals if we stayed primal.
That's what happens. Watch what happens when the damn Planet of the Apes becomes real around.
The
us.
biggest thing is what you just said at that last statement. I listened to everything you said. Is what do we not equivalent ourselves to, but what do we compare ourselves to?
Yeah.
So what you compare me to and what I compare Ant to, or I don't know if I say name. I don't know how this all works. But
Yeah.
Okay. But your comparison to me and my comparison to him is two different things.
Yeah.
So our kids, what's the difference in comparison? So
My
like,
son's way
are
handsomer
you-
than yours. My son's
correct.
beautiful.
But no, but not that. So all right. So Michael's on a pedestal here. Michael's making banging. He's doing that damn thing.
No.
Ant's doing the damn thing. But he's, for some reason, I don't know why he's here, and then Randy's here. So how do you tell this kid versus this kid that, well, you're backwards? He's doing way better than this guy.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets all fucked up,
Yeah.
is because
Yeah.
no one knows, kids-wise, they all look at it because, all right, you drive a 2025 Camaro SS raging out the back,
Yeah.
all right? You're broke as shit. You know, I'm broke as shit because I drive it. But yet a kid sees that, and he's like, oh, that son of a bitch right there is banging.
Well, he's got it going on.
He's making it.
Yeah.
But yet you're over here in a hoopty, or I'm over here in a hoopty driving, and they're like, this broke piece of shit. But yet I got $250,000 in the bank.
Right.
And that's, where do you know, that's
Yeah.
that's where this is where kids are fucked up nowadays, I feel like.
Well, I think
It's all
I
the
agree.
spectrum of TikTok and
Exactly.
Big
That's
Bok
exactly
and
where I was
whatever
going,
the
dude.
fuck
It's
all them
all
things are called.
social. I swear, social media is going to be the downfall of our fucking society.
Oh, it
dude.
100% will be. What do you mean you think it is?
It's
is.
working on it.
is.
It's evolving. It's getting
It
worse,
is.
dude. You hear about these kids, dude? I told a story on the podcast a while back, but it was a fucking 14-year-old kid in Florida who killed himself because he made a girlfriend that was AI. An AI girlfriend told him to fucking whack himself, and he did that shit, dude.
So
That's fucked up.
I can't talk about
Like,
that
who
on
does
here,
shit
but
like that?
You know what
Did
I'm
you
saying?
ever listen to that one podcast that I sent you with the fucking dude that was like the craziest fucking?
Yes, he was in like Wisconsin or Minnesota or some shit. That shit was fucked up, dude.
He was like, he would,
That shit was fucked. For years, he carried on with that shit, right?
yeah, and he would start with like weird objects. He would just like kidnap a guy, tie him up, and just fucking torture him.
Documented the whole thing, dude.
The whole thing, like time, what he did, like he wrote it in a
Yeah.
fucking
who did he torture? Just
random
people?
dudes. Or
Random
like people
dudes.
that he knew.
Well, does it mean were they
Dude, he
like
would hold dudes captive for like 3 months.
pedophiles or something? Just
No.
random people.
No,
He was a gay
He
dude,
was a gay dude. He
but
would
he-
take dudes and like start off like sodomizing them with random objects around the house, and he would document like, oh, stayed awake, and he would shoot them up with fucking Comet and
Yeah.
different cleaners around the house. And like he was like scientific. Like he started out like, oh, he died after 2 days because I hit him with the Drano too many times. So then he started using like some sleep medicine and like
Yeah.
he perfected his craft
Yeah,
over
his
years.
goal was to keep them alive long enough so where he could just live
Yeah.
all his sexual desires out on these
It
dudes.
was fucked up.
And
Dude.
he-
He,
but, like-
killed one dude from
Yeah.
just fisting him like all night and fucking writing it down. Crazy, dog.
But
Craziest shit
he would
ever,
fuck
dude.
him too. Like he would write down like 7:30 a.m. butt fuck, 7:45 butt fuck,
Fist fuck.
Yeah.
7:88
Fist fuck.
fist fuck, 8:12.
He did it for so long. He started putting FF or
Yeah, he started
BF.
like
Like
he had like
quit
a
writing it
legend
out.
on his shit where he was like, these are all the acronyms
Fucked up,
and shit.
dude. Telling you.
Dude, he doesn't get talked about a lot, which is for good reason because I think people get too much fucking glory in that shit.
That sounds horrible.
But he was like one of the like Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy. Like they go down as like one of the big ones. But like people like that are, dude, going back to fucking human nature, dude. If you leave humans to their own devices and let them just like law and consequence is not an issue for them, they'll turn into some fucking animals, dude.
Crazy motherfucker.
We will turn into fucking animals. Jeffrey will turn
First
into a
off, we
fucking
are
monster.
animals.
Oh, for sure. Who we got?
Who the fuck are we calling?
Always a surprise.
Who the fuck is this?
Are we calling Sunshine? We gotta call Sunshine.
What up, dog?
Oh, this fucking. What the hell are you doing? You supposed to be working. Nah, I'm just kidding. Who is this?
Yeah, Will.
Ew,
Yeah, I
Will, the
know
mag
that.
one.
You got work in the morning, don't you?
I go to work at, we got a safety meeting at 10, and then
Yeah,
I
I
go
knew
to
that.
work at 6:15
Yes,
a.m.
sir.
Damn.
Hauling that concrete, cuz.
What y'all doing?
I was shooting a podcast, but I had Randy Gibson on, so you know I had to call you up.
I don't know how the fuck I ended up here, Will, but I'm here. I can't. Well, I know how I ended up here. I want to come hang out with everybody.
Yeah, he
Jeff
come
made
through
me
to chill,
sit
so
in a
we was
damn
like, "You
chair.
getting on the pod?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm not." I'm like, yeah. Jeff made him.
It is turned up.
What you about to go to work though?
Yeah, I'm getting I just put Faith to sleep. I'm about to go put on some clothes and then ride out to Getburg and then come back home and get ready for 6 o'clock.
All right, cuz. Have a good time, man. Have a great work day.
Hey, bruh. Y'all enjoy yourself too, man. Got big Randy get. Hey, tell him I pass by Gallus y'all almost every day, boy.
So I'm pulling there and say what's up to Pops.
Yeah.
I need to
I
go
was- we were-
roll on.
I was telling a story earlier when you was at the HBCU and they was fucking with you, and me and Randy pulled up like an hour and a half later.
Bro, didn't we go to a show or something that time?
I know we broke down and Bradley had to bring us a battery midway
Yeah,
back.
that was coming to get you from college.
Yes, Allen University, bro.
It had to be in a blazer.
Oh, it was
Everything was in the blazer.
It was
back
wild.
then, boy.
Yeah,
It
all
wasn't
of my
crazy.
crazy stories are Randy and the fucking.
I swear, boy, that son of a bitch went
They
places.
had 300,000
If
miles.
that
least.
blazer
Yeah.
could talk, dude.
Well, have a good time, man. Love you, man. Holler at you,
I love
man.
y'all boys too, man. Thanks for hollering at me.
All right,
Love,
man.
guys.
Peace.
All right, peace.
How
Had
y'all
talked
remember?
to
You
him.
remember the first time you met Will?
Shit, had to be. Yeah, it was him and Thomas Brasby rode the bus back with Clint. It was before I was even in high school. I was in like 8th grade. And
I met-
they rode the bus back to Pineview with Clint.
Yeah, first time I met him was at Pineview in the Volkswagen.
He had a little Jetta, right?
No. Who had the big body Volkswagen? Clint's mama.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, who has that? Yeah, someone did because we was cutting donuts in the basketball parking lot.
I rode the Volkswagen too. I had the
Yeah,
big
the
body.
big one. It was a big body.
Charlotte shit.
I don't know whose it
No,
was.
Charlotte had the
Charlotte
Lincoln.
had
This was
Lincoln.
when we was. I'm saying young.
Charlotte
I'm
had
talking
the
about
Lincoln.
like young.
What's
So
a
I'm
big
younger
body
than y'all.
Volkswagen? Like
I
a
don't know.
Jetta?
Probably
or
like
something?
a station wagon or something?
Station wagon. We had a
Oh,
station
yeah,
wagon.
that was Clint's mom.
Okay,
yeah.
that was it.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
it.
I
Clint was
didn't
cutting
realize
donuts.
it was a Volkswagen.
Sorry, my bad. Station
No.
wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
No,
the first time I
yeah.
met Will. That was the only time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, back then, I mean, you know,
met
no
Will, like,
disrespect,
the-
but, you know,
the
And
third-
Jeremy's mom had the Woody station wagon back in the day.
Oh, she had the old
With the door that
Cutlass?
opened on the back.
Oh, the
the
motherfucking,
Dodge joint. I think
oh,
it was a
shit.
Dodge. It had like
the old What's the
Griswold.
Clark
It's like
Griswolds? Yeah, the
yeah,
Griswolds.
it was like the surfing fucking joint. Like
Hell
the
yeah,
the
dude.
back fucking door open and shit. That shit was
I
crazy.
met-
We
I
used to
met
sit in the
Will,
back of that bitch and go to the beach like every other day. That fucking car was always full of sand, even during the week.
Even during the winter time, dude,
Yeah,
that bitch full of sand. I met Will like the third day of the 4th grade. Because he lived like a couple houses down from me. So we walked to the bus stop one day, and him and his sister are there in uniforms. And at the time, maybe we was talking about Columbine. They fucked the whole shit up because like when you had to go to school, you had to tuck your shirt in. There was a dress code after Columbine because they thought you was gonna bring guns in. You could either wear a dress code at Sedgefield. You could either wear a dress code, just tuck your shirt in, or wear a uniform. So them boys came in, Jen Vaughn and Will, and they thought it was uniform. So for like the first 2 weeks, they just wore their uniforms, and we would talk to them and shit. And we just like, all right, they must be Christian religious folk or some shit. We just thought this was on some other shit. They were only kids that wore this shit at school.
Yeah.
So like for like 2 weeks, they finally was asking us like, "Hey, what's up with this uniform shit?" We was like, "What uniform shit, dude? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Y'all look like Mormons every day." And then they were like, "Oh, we ain't gotta wear a uniform." We was like, "No, dude. What y'all doing? You have an option to. I mean, you can wear whatever the fuck you want, I guess." But yeah, that was.
Damn, that's crazy.
Well, Mama was cool the first time I met her.
Dude, she cursed me out one
Dude,
day.
she was cool as shit now. When I
Dude,
pulled up into the
she almost fought me one day. She almost beat me up.
She was cool as shit now.
Bro, I just saw her the other day. That
Yeah?
shit, yeah. And
That black
they
don't
say
crack
black
shit?
don't crack,
That
bro.
shit real in the
She
sheriff.
look 35,
and
bro.
No,
Shit, I look like I
ain't
could
seen her
be
in
her
10 years,
daddy.
probably.
Like I could be her granddaddy.
Dude, you look at Will. He looks the exact same since the
Yeah,
the
that's
4th
just
day of
crazy
3rd
as
grade.
fuck.
He's
Yeah.
never changed.
Dude, he looks the exact fucking same.
I feel
dude.
like he hasn't changed. His mentality hasn't changed. He don't give a shit.
Yeah, fuck it.
But
yeah.
dude, you know
Whatever,
what? You know,
exactly
his
how you
mentality
feel.
has changed though, because he used to, yeah, like
Hey, I'm
he's
proud of it, what he did
yeah.
when he came
I
back,
mean,
you know
all
what
of
I'm
us
saying?
have grown a lot, you know, like gotten to a point in our lives where it's like,
Will's my life coach,
Fuck
dude.
the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So,
Dude,
it
Will,
is what
Will,
it is.
Will is our life coach, dude.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Mag One, love that guy.
Shout out Mac One. Shout out Randy Gibson, Big Gib on the fucking pod. I was gonna call some other people, but nah, we ain't got time for that. Shout out my cameraman Foolish.
Young Jeffrey.
Foolish always.
Let's go.
Once again, shout out Big Gib.
Hey,
My co-host Cousin Sal,
we
Water
going,
Boy.
We going hunting, y'all.
Let's go. We going hunting. Think harder, work smarter. If you want it to grow, just add water. It's the Water Pod. Peace.
We out now. Yeah,
Another melody in my head. Yeah.